What is up, YouTube? Dragon Taco 7 here, and today I am happy to showcase my TG Agent deck for the new format. And why I'm excited is because an old friend came off the ban list, and this deck is actually one of the reasons, probably the major reason, that Trishula got banned in the first place. Fun fact: TG Agents were pretty much the best deck in the OCG 3-4 years ago. And because they decided to list whatever's broken over there has to go. Striker and Earth both got limited, and Trishula got banned. So, with the deck back at full power, I decided to update the deck, and here it is. First off, play 3 Hyperion, which is, of course, the deck's boss monster. 3 Earth, which is the Searcher, and she brings out Venus. Venus, of course, opens up Exceed plays with the Mystic Shine Balls. And then the last major fairy that I run is Archuleta Christia. I don't run 2 in this build just because I don't run as many fairies as I do in like pure agent deck. So I can't consistently drop her as fast. There's also like no card trooper, no milling. I think the 1 copy is sufficient. Plus, it's pretty much like the standard in like Chaos Agents. Then for the TG part, I run 2 Striker and 2 Werewolf. While some people max out on these guys, or some people play 2 Striker and 3 Werewolf. I like 2 and 2. While that's horrible glare. While the 2 do add a lot of explosiveness to the deck, they also cut back a little bit on the deck's consistency. So, and I try to find the perfect balance between the two. I think 2 and 2 is the balance. It's more of a preference thing. But I've never liked maxing out the TG engine in this deck. So that's it. My favorite tech is Construction Train Signal Red. When your opponent declares an attack, you special summon this, and attack or defense doesn't matter. And then it becomes the attack target, and it won't be destroyed by that one battle. So, if it's really useful for protecting your Earth. If you protect your Earth, and then you have this on the field, next turn you summon Venus, you have like an infinite number of plays there. You'll probably be able to OTK the opponent, so that's pretty good. Then I play 1 Gen Exile Birdman, combos well with the Shine Balls and Werewolf. A couple times it does happen, more often than expected. These 2 will be the only cards in hand. You summon a Werewolf, bounce it for Birdman, and then you special summon the Werewolf. It does happen, guys. It's pretty funny. For hint traps, I run 2 Veiler and 2 Honest. That glare, though. I don't run Herald of Orange Light. I don't think that card's that good right now, just because everything floats. There's not really a point in destroying the monster. I just care about stopping the effect. So that's why I play Effect Veiler over Herald. Then Honest, of course, it's one of the best light support ever. Like I said, it's especially good for protecting your Earth first turn. If you get Earth on the field, if you protect your Earth and then summon Venus, you win. Then it's also good for BLS. BLS can also OTK your opponent. So that's the monster count. That's the monster lineup. Spells, 2 Duality, fixes consistency issues because the deck only has essentially 2 turn 1 plays in the form of Earth and Venus. This is something else you can do first turn. Hopefully, you get into one of those 2 to set up. But yeah, there's not much you can do. I mean, 6 turn 1 plays was pretty good back in the day. It's not gonna fly anymore. Then the deck plays 2 creature swaps. It's good for giving them like weak Shine Balls, or even better, a TG, so you can get a search at the end phase. It can also be like a huge momentum swing if you take like one of their big monsters. Two MSTs, Eternal Staples, or and at least I think until Galaxy Cyclone gets reprinted. Dude, price on that thing is way too damn high. One Forbidden Lance. Always like this card. Always like the card in the deck, especially when like Torrential and Bottomless wear too. They would like try to destroy your Hyperion. You lance it, so they lose that destruction card, and then you can pop another card with Hyperion's effect. Um, More often than not, though, now you stop like for Venus Chains stuff. Um, Book of Moon, Disruption, Soul Charge. It's broken, so you gotta run it. Then Raigeki, it's also broken, so you gotta run it. Then Traps run two Venus Chain, two Mirror Force. I still think this card's very good, even after that other Mirror Force drops. For the time being, I think this is still going to be the best option if Necros continue to be like the most played deck. Not saying they're the best deck, but they definitely still will be played a lot. Then play 3 1-ups and Phoenix Chain. I mean, not Phoenix Chain. Vanity's Emptiness, Compulse, and then Ring. A lot of people don't give this card enough credit, saying it can be dead like late game. Well, so can Soul Charge, and you don't see people cutting that card. Ring of Destruction just offers a lot of disruption. It's kind of like playing another copy of Compulse or Book of Moon, except that this will never be a -1, unlike the other two can be. Well, Book of Moon is always a -1, but destroying the card, you're stopping. Hopefully, you stop something that doesn't float. But either way, it's still a good card. For the extra deck, the Eternal Best Friend of Agents, kind of what made the deck competitive in the first place. Gachi Gachi Gentetsu, Sky Cavalry Centuria, bounces Dante, other big stuff. It's really nice. Degusto Phoenix applies a lot of pressure. Cat Shark, you can put 8100 damage with any level 2 monster. Usually it's going to be Earth that you protected a turn or your opponent, just passed and didn't do anything to it, and or it can be Striker. Then the Venus. So you have those two in the field. Venus, of course, will work the shaft and bring up the balls. Then you can overlay 2 balls and the one with Earth to bring out these two guys. Cat Shark's effect is that once per turn you can target a rank 4 or lower exceed and double its attack and defense until the end phase. So, of course, you're going to pick Daigusto. Daigusto goes to 3,000. Then you use Daigusto's effect, and it's now a 3,000 double attacker. That's 6,000 damage, 16,500. That's 8,100 damage. So that you got off of with 2 cards. Then for the rank 3s, I play 1 ally card and 1 equipped. I'd play a Dante if I had it, but it's getting reprinted. More than likely, it's getting reprinted next month, so there's no really use in getting one right now. I think it's not next month, whenever those Megatins come out. Anyway, One Armades and Goyo for 1-ups. 5 and 6, I do not go into them much, but it's important to have them. Then 1 Black Rose, and 1 Michael, and 1 Ancient Sacred Wyvern for level 7s. This is probably what I cut for Dante. While it does steal me games, I do not go into it much, especially if I like Brick or something and I have to wait a few turns to go into Venus. I would have probably taken some damage and that card ends up being useless. Then for level 8s, play 1 Hot Red Dragon Archfiend. This keeps going in and out for Scrap Dragon. It all comes down to preference. Then Crimson Blader, Trish, and Leo. So that's the deck you do. Break, come subscribe, and check out my channel for more videos. Until next time.